If I were the devil, and I knew all about the World Wide Web and the internet and the inner workings thereof that humans are unaware of, tell you what, access to that kind of information would make a person like God, wouldn't it? And if I were the devil, and I knew that I could make a cloud somewhere and rule this shitty world from somewhere in the first heaven, which is what the Bible says, well then, man, I'd just park me a spot on the dark side of the moon, set me up some sort of base there, just let smart dust float down into the atmosphere and put thousands of satellites in orbit so I can watch everything and everyone that everybody's doing and find those who threaten my empire the most and around everything we have in our arsenal against them to stop them from being a success at anything. And if I were the devil, I would know that for me, there are no fucking such rules as a Constitution of the United States. That shit don't matter in a spiritual realm. All that matters is God's law. And what He'll let me get away with for now. And if I were the devil, I'd want everybody to think that this way of watching people would be the cat's meow. The coolest thing since sliced bread, they say. It would be cooler than the other side of the pillow. And if I were the devil, I would know that everything would have to be connected to these humans and devices. And eventually, when the time comes, we'll just have to take control of these devices, these people, these so-called freedoms that they have. If I were the devil. If I were the devil, imagine just by everything that goes on this particular application here, how much personal details are spilt into these videos that they're making. What could a person or a being do with all that energy? What if we made a device that could transfer energy like Wi-Fi? It's kind of like a Holy Spirit almost. You know what I mean? It's like it's there, we know it's there, and we can see that it does work, but we don't know where it comes from. Actually, how it got here, how they can actually transmit energy through the air. Kind of like contactless charging, right? Proximity charging. If I were the devil, knowing that my spawned demons need feed to survive, since they don't have their own source, must feed off the energy of God's people. And what if we could find a way to do it without even being in the room with them? Or even better yet, what if by signing a contract, a Bluetooth agreement, a source licensing, they would be unwittingly, unknowingly accepting the invitation for my spirits to have access into their lives, just like the Holy Spirit does with their people. But we'll do it with everyone because we understand the power of agreement. If I were the devil, you'd be agreeing with me, and you'd never fucking know that you'd ever even agreed with me. If the plan works right. And if I were the devil.